Hello and welcome to another edition of TCB for EAP. I am your host, Jessi Mallory. As mentioned in my previous video, I've been away for a while and a lot has been happening in the world of Elvis, and I have some catching up to do. We've had some losses in the Elvis world. The last loss that I did a video about was the passing of Sonny West. Since then, we've lost Red West, Marty Lacquer, and DJ Fontana. The Elvis circle is getting smaller and smaller as the years pass by. These guys are all a part of music history. Let's start with the most recent loss, DJ Fontana. Man, was I sad to hear about his passing. DJ was the backbeat of a generation. When he hooked up with Elvis, Scotty, and Bill, filling in their sound, there was no stopping them. DJ added that extra fill where it was needed and watched Elvis closely enough to accent his onstage antics. DJ was so cool, man. In the footage of Elvis on his early TV appearances, DJ looks like it's just another day at the drum set. He looks so relaxed and cool. Those boys didn't know what was ahead. TV took them to new heights. DJ played live with Elvis, and he did studio session work as well. He worked with Elvis off and on in the studio as his drummer in the 60s, and also appeared on the 68 comeback special, hitting a guitar case with his drumsticks. And I remember thinking that was so cool. I was just a kid when I saw it, and it was just such a laid-back atmosphere, and it was really neat. In later years, DJ, Dominic Joseph, kept right on playing, often playing for Elvis tribute artists and making appearances to talk about his relationship with Elvis. I remember being in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee in about 2000 or 2001, and I was at a music competition. DJ was being awarded an award for excellence, but he couldn't make it because he was sick. I was so bummed out, as I thought I might have the chance to meet him. A lot of my friends did meet him, and they said he was a really nice guy, willing to chat and answer questions. DJ is a huge loss in the Elvis community, and now that he's passed, I guess the whole original band is back together. What a jam session they're probably having. Bill Black, Elvis Presley, Scotty Moore, and now DJ Fontana. Play it, boys. Marty Lacquer was one of the original members of the Memphis Mafia. Marty worked for Elvis for a long time and did some work in the music industry as well. He went to Humes High School and remembered seeing Elvis walking around, looking like a loner. You could see Marty's name on Beale Street. Marty Lacquer had a troubled history working for Elvis. Marty got into the prescriptions pretty hard. That and his life working for Elvis took a huge toll on his family. Marty had to clean up his act, and did. His love for Elvis was apparent in his book and in all the interviews that he gave. Marty put his own stamp on the music world and the Elvis world, and we'll miss him. Red West is probably one of the most well-known names when talking about people in Elvis's life. Red went to high school with Elvis and got him out of a sticky situation that turned out to lead them to a lifelong friendship. Elvis was getting roughed up in the bathroom of Humes High School by some of the rednecks that wanted to cut his hair because it was too long. Elvis had long hair back then, and that wasn't normal. Everybody had those crew cuts. Red happened upon them and took care of it by scaring them off. See, Red was a big guy. He was an athlete. Elvis would eventually take Red on some early gigs, and Red helped take care of Elvis. Elvis's mom and Red West's father died in the same week, and that pulled them closer as well. Red worked for Elvis, protected him, and took advantage of everything he could during that time. He learned how to play guitar from Scotty Moore. He started writing songs. He worked as an extra and a stunt guy in some of Elvis's movies, and then began working on other movies and TV shows. "Everything I have," said Red, "I owe to Elvis Presley." In the late 70s, when Red, Sonny, and Dave were fired due to what Vernon Presley said was cutting expenses, the three guys took revenge by writing a tell-all book about Elvis, their life with him, Elvis's flaws, and his drug use. Elvis tried desperately to squash the book. He tried to reason with them not to publish it. He was hurt and struggled by the idea that especially Sonny and Red would turn on him and do this to him. He felt that his fans would leave him. He worried about this constantly during the end of his life. I went into further detail in my video about Sonny West if you'd like to look that up as well. In later years, Red did well in the TV and movie industry, Red wrote quite a few songs for Elvis to sing during their time together. Red passed away not long after his cousin Sonny passed. Red was actually at Sonny's funeral. In the Elvis world, you either love or hate Red West. My thought is that Elvis loved Red until the end. He was raving mad about the book, wanted them killed, but it was just talk. Deep down, he loved Red and Sonny. I'm sure that all has been forgiven. I'd like to think so anyway. Well, friends, that's it for this show, and I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. I have a lot of fun doing these shows. It feels really good to be back doing it. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to contact me. As always, check out our All Elvis Picture Club Facebook group and the TCB for EAP All Elvis Show Facebook page. Subscribe to this channel so that you get updated when I post new content. And, we do it all for Elvis. We love Elvis, and I love to keep everybody informed. And I'm looking forward to a lot more fun and a lot more shows.